That is just crazy to me. I can't believe that's actually a real question.
Feel that heat, and we can ride the boogie, share that beat of love. I wanna ride.
What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another video, or welcome if you are new. My name is Angelica. This is Natural Black Vegan, and today we're doing a Q&A. I don't think I've ever done a Q&A on this channel, but I'm coming close to like approaching 2,000 subscribers, which can't even believe. Shout out to y'all. But we have not done a Q&A yet, and so as of today, it is February 16th. It's a Sunday. I'm not feeling too well, so I'm not going to church today. So I was like, I can at least, put myself together enough to give the people a Q&A. So I asked y'all what were some questions you have for me. Some of y'all messaged me on here, some of y'all was on Instagram, and so some of y'all was on TikTok. So for all the questions that I got, we're gonna sit down and answer them. Some are personal, some are about teaching, some about veganism. Like, they're all over the place, but I'm gonna try to put them into some categories, and we're gonna answer all of y'all's questions. So if that sounds like something you are interested in, keep on watching. All right, so before I get into answering these questions, just a little background on me. So my name is Angelica. I live in the Midwest. I'm a 4th grade math teacher. This channel mainly focuses on natural hair, veganism, me in my life as a teacher, lifestyle things, and Christianity, like faith-based content, also some fitness stuff. I got a little bit of everything going on over here. So that's just a little background on me before we get into the questions that y'all asked. All right, so we're gonna start with the faith-based questions. I have different categories, and so Christianity / faith-based questions will be the first category. So my first question is, how do you Bible study? So I have a couple of videos on here showing like my Bible study routine and like me prepare my Bible and stuff. And the way that I like to Bible study is I like to listen to sermons or be guided by a pastor, a preacher, what have you, just because I feel like God gave us men and women of God for us to get knowledge from them. So I like to start off by listening to a sermon of some sort, and then I take notes on what they're talking about. I highlight scriptures that are relevant in my Bible. I also receive a daily devotional sent to my phone through, I want to say it's called Proverbs 31 Women. So I use those to help guide me in my Bible study, but I really like to watch messages and use those to dig deeper into my scriptures. I have read the book, what is it called? Like The Bible in a Year, or 52 Weeks Bible Study. I'll link it in the description box, but I use that to guide my Bible study. But it's literally just whatever I read or whatever I hear, I go in and I go in depth, annotating, highlighting, all that kind of stuff. The next question I have is, do I plan on doing more Bible study videos? And this goes right into that. Yes, I do plan on it. I feel a lot of pressure to like make sure I'm telling y'all the right thing and making the videos aesthetically pleasing, and I don't have fancy cameras and all that stuff, so trying to get the setup and the angle and stuff, it makes me nervous, like even thinking about it. So I do need to film more Bible study content, but yeah, just thinking about it makes me stressed. So I need to like really get out of my head and just get to it, because I would love to film more Bible study content for y'all. And like some of my top performing videos are Bible study, like y'all clearly want to see it, so I need to just like get out of my head and start doing it. And yes, I do plan on making more Bible study videos. My next question on the lines of Bible study is, where did I get my Bible from? If you've seen my Bible study videos, I have like this cute aesthetic pink girly Bible. I got it from Amazon. I will link it in the description box. When I link things from Amazon, I do make a little bit of commission if y'all shop my Amazon link. So if you also want to help me out, I'm a struggling teacher. Use my Amazon links, but I will link my Bible and some of my Bible study supplies in the description box. This question I've gotten before is, I live in the Milwaukee area, and so I go to Evolve Church. It's a pretty popular church in the city, and I've had people ask me, do I attend that church for clout? That is just crazy to me. I can't believe that's actually a real question. Like, do you attend that church for clout? I attend church to get closer to God, period, point blank. I have a whole video on my first year at Evolve. I have a whole video on why I felt that God personally led me to attend that specific church as a whole. And so even the suggestion that I would attend that church for clout means that you're not up on my content. So get up on my content before you start talking to me crazy. But no, I don't go to a church for clout. I go to a church to get closer to God. The pastor at that church is Pastor Ken. I respect him. I respect what he does for my city. I respect what he does for young people. I respect how he teaches the Bible in a way that makes sense and draws more young people to Christ. Like, so far in February, I'm pretty sure he's baptized more than 300 people. So clearly I'm not there for clout. I'm there for God. I'm there for Jesus. And the fact that like someone would even ask me that question is like low-key insulting to me, because nothing in my life I do for clout. I don't live my life for clout. I don't live my life for people. I live my life for forgot, and that's it. The next section that I'm going to go into is veganism. I had a few questions on like veganism, health, wellness, so I think I'll put all those together. The first one is, what are my favorite vegan meat replacements? If you would have asked me this question a few months ago, I would have gone into like brands that I like, but now I'm eating more like whole foods, plant-based diet, less processed foods. Not to say I don't eat processed food, I still do, but trying to get those out of my diet as much as possible. But some of my favorite brands, if you want to look for like vegan chicken nuggets, vegan meat replacements, that kind of stuff, I like Gardein. They have everything vegan, everything they make is amazing. Boca, I like to use them for like any ground beef type of dishes. And Impossible, in my opinion, Impossible has the best vegan burgers. I don't care, argue with somebody else, Impossible is the best. But if you want vegan protein, I have a whole video, I think, on my favorite vegan protein sources. I'll link that. If not, it's a blog post. I have a blog post for that too. Oh, a lot of y'all didn't know, but before I came to YouTube, I was a blogger. So naturalblackvegan.com, good stuff on there. But if you're just looking for protein, I like lentils, quinoa, beans, TVP, which is textured vegetable protein. I like all of those, but lentils are really that girl. Tofu, tempeh, seitan, you get a lot of protein from seitan. But yeah, there are a lot of good vegan like protein replacements out there. My favorites may not be your favorites, so I would definitely say taste them and try them on your own. But if you want to like first sliding into vegetarian diet or like veganism, I will go with like Gardein, Boca, Impossible. And then once you get more into plant-based, I will go seitan, lentils, beans, tofu, that kind of route. Another question that I got is, why don't I do strength training? So if you watch my fit vlogs, you know I'm on a weight loss journey. I'm trying to lose 30 pounds this year, and I do that only doing cardio, walking, and HIIT training. I personally do not do strength training because strength training does not work well for my body. I'm not trying to build muscle. I'm not trying to gain strength. I'm specifically only trying to lose fat. From my experience being on this weight loss journey, strength training does not do that for me. Strength training gives me more muscle. I gain muscle quickly. It's easy for my body to gain muscle. It's easy for my body to gain weight. It is harder for me to lose fat. So if I focus on one at a time, like only doing cardio, only doing HIITs, like really focusing on fat loss, I can lose the weight quicker than if I incorporate strength training. And that's just me personally. And then also with HIIT workouts, there is body weight in there, which counts as strength training. So I'm doing squats, I'm doing deadlifts, but like body weight addition. So like I'm still not, it's not like I'm only doing cardio and I'm not building strength or building muscle or building stamina at all. Just weightlifting is not for me in this journey that I'm on in this particular moment, in this season, in this era. Strength training, she's not invited to the party. She's not in the room with us. The next question is, am I still on birth control? I made a video a while ago about using Nurx, I think that's how you call it, or New RX, I'm not really sure, for birth control, and the answer is yes, I still am on them. I don't have any weird side effects or anything like that. I'm still able to lose weight. I don't have a heavy appetite. It controls my menstrual cycle for what I need it to do. But it is like a birth control pill. So, you know, like the regular schmegular birth control pill. I am still on it. I have not experienced any problems with the company, any problems with the birth control, any weird things when it comes to them accepting my health insurance. So yes, I'm still on that birth control. That's a good question. The next section I'm going to get into is teaching and education. So like I mentioned, I'm a 4th grade math teacher. Some of y'all asked me some questions about that, so let's get into those. The first question is, how did I become a teacher? I think I mentioned before that it took me like 6 months to become a teacher, and I was going to do a whole dedicated video on this. If y'all need more info, I can. But I work for a charter school, so I don't need an education degree to be a teacher. So I have my bachelor's of science in biology and mathematics, and I have my master's of science in health promotion and wellness. A lot of people don't know that, and they talk to me crazy when I talk about wellness things and nutrition and all that stuff, but your girl has a master's in it, okay? Educated queen. But yeah, those are the 2 degrees that I have. I was a paraprofessional for years, decided to become a teacher, and to do that in the state of Wisconsin, I had to take a Foundations of Reading test, submit my transcripts, and take the praxis. And I took and passed my Foundations of Reading and my praxis with flying colors, mind you. I have that whole journey documented in some vlogs, so that's what I spent this past summer doing. But yeah, so that's how I was able to get my teaching license. So once I took those tests, submitted the documents, applied for my license, I have my charter school license. It expires every 5 years. I'm not sure what the process is with the Department of Instruction to go through and renew it, but that's all I can say about that right now. I will definitely do another video giving more details because I know that doesn't like quite sum up everything, but yeah, that's the main thing. College degree, transcripts, Foundation of Reading test, praxis, and experience. That's how I became a teacher. The next question I had was, what is it like to transition from a paraprofessional or an educational assistant to being a teacher? In my opinion, it was very easy. I was an educational assistant for, I want to say 4 years. Yeah, I was an educational assistant for 4 years. I had the pleasure and delights of doing that at the same school that I'm a teacher at, and of being on an amazing, stable team where I learned a lot. Like, I would not be able to be a teacher if it wasn't for the 2 amazing women that I had on my team for the 4 years that I was an educational assistant. They taught me so much. Like, I don't think I'll be able to do this without them. And like, even to this day, I go to them for every single thing that I need. So a lot of it goes to them. But the transition was very smooth. It was very easy. Staying at the same school was great. And then I even looped with my kids. So I was a paraprofessional in 3rd grade for 4 years, and now I teach 4th grade. So the kids that I was, their educational assistant last year, I'm their lead teacher this year. That also made it easier. But in my opinion, it's way easier to be a teacher than it is to be an educational assistant. Educational assistants have less breaks. Educational assistants are with kids more. Educational assistants have to, be present during the teaching and do small groups on the side. Educational assistants have to do lunch with the kids, specials with the kids, like all of that stuff. So in my opinion, it's easier to be a teacher. So the transition was smooth for me. The only thing as a teacher is it's more responsibility. Like, it is your class, you're in charge of the class. You do the lesson planning, you do mainly communication with parents, and you do parent-teacher conferences and IEP meetings. Those are the main things that are different. I know grading too, but I like to grade. Grading is easy to me, but those are the hardest things, mainly parent-teacher conferences and IEP meetings. But aside from those, I would say it's way more difficult to be an educational assistant. Like, you deal with the behaviors a lot of the time. Like, being a teacher to me is a lot easier. You just stand up there, say the words. Like, that's pretty much it. So the transition for me was smooth. All my coworkers and like my administration team, they say that I make it look easy. They tell me I'm doing a great job. My kids are successful. They're thriving. They're meeting their goals. They're performing well on tests. So we're making progress. Like, it's going well. So I enjoy it. Oh, my next question is literally, do you like being a teacher? The answer is yes. I feel like that's clear if you watch any of my content. I'm always with my kids. I'm surrounded by them. They bring me so much joy. I miss them on breaks and on weekends. But I truly do enjoy what I do. I like doing math. I love doing math. So I love teaching math to the kids. I like working with children more than I like working with adults. So for me, it's not too bad. But I know a lot of what I see online, it's people complaining about being a teacher. People complain about the state of education. And yes, there are things that could be better. But overall, I love what I do. I love my job. I feel like I'm supposed to be in this job. And I feel like God led me here for a reason. So I guess to just answer the question, do you like being a teacher? Yes, I enjoy it. The next question someone asked is, how do I plan for a day of teaching? It's actually pretty simple. The curriculum that my school uses is called Eureka Squared. So for math, it comes with a whole teacher manual. I go through and I highlight the manual. I do all of this usually on Friday or Saturday. I don't mind working on the weekends. That's just me. It takes me like an hour to do a week's worth of lesson planning. I'm very efficient with that. But I go through and I highlight, what's the objective? What are 3 to 5 clear steps the kids take to get there? And then what do I want them to be able to show me at the end? So what is the exit ticket? So basically, what's the objective? So it might be the objective is generate equivalent fractions. Then I write a how. How do you generate equivalent fractions? Find a common denominator, or whatever, the step is. Using multiplication is usually the how. Then I write down the steps. Start with the main fraction. Multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number. Come up with the equivalent fraction. And then I do the exit ticket myself. What does it look like if a student is successful? And then I go through, highlight, make sure I have my examples prepared, make sure if there's anything I need printed out, I print it out for the whole week. I do all my printing for the week on Monday, so I don't have to run to the printer every morning. And that way I'm prepared. So I got everything printed out. I know my objective. I know how I'm going to get there. I know what success looks like. And I have my script annotated. And that's it. The next couple of questions are in the section of content creating. Y'all had a couple of questions on content creating. I was like, okay. But the first question is, how do I film and edit my YouTube videos? So currently, I do not have a camera. I don't have the money for a camera. Like I said, I'm a teacher. So I film on my phone, and I don't have an iPhone. I have a Samsung Galaxy. I don't even know what kind. Not a new one. That's what I use to film all of my videos. So yeah, that's it. I have a tripod. I have a ring light. that's it. That's all. It's just my phone, my ring light, and my tripod. I edit my short form content, so like my TikToks, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. I edit those using CapCut on my phone, and then long form content like this one you're watching right now, I edit that using VideoPad video editor. It's very cheap. It's the first thing that I found when I first started creating content. And then I have just a basic old like $250 Lenovo laptop that I use to edit the video. So it's very affordable, very basic over here. I would love to one day get, you know, a camera and an updated laptop and like all of that stuff, but you know, I'm in my money saving era, I'm in my staying at home era, I'm in my just doing my best to live life for the glory of God era. So a camera and a laptop and stuff isn't really in the budget right now, and not really in the foreseeable future. So for now, that's what we have. I make my thumbnails using Canva. I'm a Canva girly. I love it. Like all my effects, Canva. All my thumbnails, Canva. If you follow along on naturalblackvegan.com, all of that is done using WordPress and Canva. So I use Canva for a lot of my content creating. It's very easy to use. I love using Canva. #1 tool. And then what else do I use? Oh, music. I find music on either Hello Thematic, Upbeat, or I just YouTube like copyright free Christian music, copyright free vlog music, copyright free R&B hits, like things like that, and just find like mixes that other YouTubers make. That's where I get a lot of my like Christian music that you hear. Sound effects though are Upbeat, just random background music, Upbeat or Hello Thematic. I use Bitly to create links. I think that's it as far as content creating. If I miss anything, I'll link it, but I think that's everything. The next question was, how much money do you make on YouTube? That question is hilarious to me. I don't make any money on YouTube. I make money on my blogging platform, naturalblackvegan.com. I'm gonna keep plugging it, but I make money there through Google AdSense. I don't meet the criteria yet to make money on YouTube. So yes, my channel is monetized. Yes, they put ads in my videos, but do I see any of that? No, I don't. So I make these videos and I hope that one day I will be able to make money, but YouTube constantly changes the guidelines for like how to become monetized. So like if you see at the bottom of a video, it has like super thanks. You could click that to donate towards me. So if you ever see super thanks, that's the way you can give me like small bits of money. But as far as like I post a video and I get checks, it doesn't happen. I still need more watch hours. I have the subscriber count, but I need more watch hours and more views to be able to really see income coming from YouTube. So y'all see the effort I put into these videos. I don't get no money back from them. So like I said, I'm just a teacher. I'm just a teacher. Y'all know we are like severely underpaid. So yeah, it is what it is. All right, my last section of questions are personal life. I'm just gonna include those in there. One question that I get is, what are you mixed with? I don't like that question. I'm not a dog. I'm not a cake. You know, I'm not mixed. I'm a biracial, multiracial person. My mother is African American or Black. My dad is Puerto Rican, which is Afro-Caribbean, which people don't seem to know. So also mostly Black. I did do an ancestry DNA test, and it shows me that I'm mostly Black from Ghana, and then also Spanish, obviously, because my father is Puerto Rican, and Native American. A lot of people don't know that most Puerto Ricans are Native, Spanish, and Black. You should know if you know how colonization and the slave trade works, but you know who. Education ain't doing what it needs to be doing. We already talked about that, but yeah, I am Black and Puerto Rican, Black and Afro-Caribbean, Black, Spanish, and Native, however you want to put it, but mostly Black. So that's why we're called Natural Black Vegan over here. And then the last question that I got for my personal questions, and the last question overall, is, am I dating anyone? Y'all, if I had $1 for every single time somebody asked me like, are you single? Are you dating? Do you have a boyfriend? I would be rich. I wouldn't have to teach anymore. I'll tell you that. If I had $1 for every time somebody asked me that question. I am not dating anyone. I started my 2025 goals talking about how I don't plan on dating in 2025. I literally just want to focus on God, focus on purpose, focus on, intentionality and consistency of reaching my goals. But I am not dating. I am 100% single. I'm not married. Any of that. But if you keep up with my vlogs, that's where I show more of my personal life and talk about my personal life. So if you want to know if I'm dating, if I got a man, if any of that, watch the vlogs, because the vlogs will be the first one to know when I get a man. Like you might see a hand or or a neck or a toe or something. But I don't have no man. I'm not dating. Y'all see my life. Y'all see it's church, work, family. Church, work, family. Church, work, family. Church, work, family. And that's it. It doesn't take much to make me happy. I'm a simple girl. Just church, work, family. For now, that's it. That's all. I will let y'all know though that this week, like the week I'm filming this video, I'm going to a singles mixer at my church. If you want to see how that goes, again, subscribe so you don't miss the vlogs, because I will be vlogging it. But yeah, I've never been to one of those. Slightly nervous, but I am going. So you see your girls, she's putting herself out there. I do want to be a wife, maybe a mommy one day. So, you know, someday. But as of today, right now, as of February 16th, 2025, I am 100% single. I'm not dating. But that is going to conclude this video. For all of you who submitted questions, thank you so much. All of you who subscribed, thank you so much. Hopefully we reach 2,000 subscribers soon. I'm very excited about that. But thank you so much for watching and supporting and all of the things. If you enjoyed this video, I definitely want to make another Q&A at some point. I can't believe it's taking me this long to even do one Q&A, but yeah, I do want to do it again. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe so you don't miss any more videos, and share, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.